Welcome to Projects for All. My name is Mike, and this is my assortment of gripper push blocks that I bought a few months ago to basically do a review. I bought one gripper complete with everything. It comes with the gripper advanced with the gripper complete kit that comes with every possible accessory. I bought a basic one to have two, and I bought this non-through cut for dado cuts. I don't have a router table, so I've been using it for that. And I've struggled a little bit to form an opinion of whether or not I really like using these things. I've had some struggles with them. Keeping the wood up against the fence when using them is my biggest issue. And it could just be me, or, it could be the design. I keep the bottoms clean and use them as the manual tells me to use them. But the real reason I bought them was to see if someone who is a do-it-yourselfer, who's not a hobbyist and not out here to have fun per se and set up cuts and adjust things and play with tools, if I would really use these and if they were useful enough to me and didn't slow me down enough to where I would continue to use them, which is key. So really I want to do a short video and we'll go over this stuff and I'll show you the struggles I've had with them, and you can voice your opinion in the comments and tell us what you think. If you wouldn't use a saw without them and you think they're the greatest thing ever, or if you've struggled with them too, because the reviews are excellent. And I'm loath to say terrible stuff about them because I don't think they're bad products. They're very nicely made for, looks like fiber reinforced plastic. They are sturdy and strong and well made. They seem very durable. It's a nice product. They're not cheap, but a pretty decent product. So let's check them out. I'll show you what I've done with them, and yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's talk about this for just a minute. Put this guy to the side. What you have here is a basic gripper and a gripper complete, which comes with a gripper advanced and then all of the accessories that come with the complete. And this comes with a little plate that's adjustable to make it a little more stable. And that's it. This comes with all this crazy stuff and more. It's got the gravity heel for pushing on the back of a board. It's got this extra stabilizing plate which moves in and out, which can push on the wood and tail hook it. It came with this handle bridge, which gives you the ability to attach more things to the top of it, like this shield. It just fits right on there, like so. Or it fits on the side here. This is a whole lot of fooling around to cut a board. Now, if you're cutting something really intricate, really small, or you're trying to be really careful with the expensive piece of wood and you're going to take a lot of time to set up a cut because you're building some fine piece of furniture, I understand this. However, for me, for the do-it-yourselfer guy who's building some basic thing for his house, I say this is all you need, this right here. It's not setting it up. I mean, setup is setup, fine. It takes you a few seconds to adjust it, no big deal. But my issue is because the instructions tell you to always have the gripper up against the fence. When the wood starts to walk away from the fence, because you're already up against the fence, there's no way to push it back unless you take the other gripper and push it. And it becomes this weird dance when you could literally just feed it and then push stick it. And I'll show you. I'll show you me using the gripper, and I'll show you me using the push stick like I always have. And the push stick is twice as fast with half the effort with a more accurate cut for me. Possibly different for you, but let me know in the comments because that's what this video is about. So I'll do a few cuts. I'll let you see me with the gripper versus me with the push stick, and you tell me what you think, because I don't know, man. While I'm trying to make a good case for this, I'm struggling to do it. So you guys let me know what you think. All right, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on this. I set this one up already. Basically, I put the piece of wood against the fence. I put the gripper on it. I adjust this big shoe that slides back and forth to get it, as much of it on the wood as I can without the chance it's gonna contact the blade. And then I loosen this plate here and I let it fall to the ground. So now the thing sits flat and stable. I'll do the exact same thing to this one. I'm gonna loosen the two side things. I'll look down. I'll slide this over. I'll tighten these down, both sides. And then I'm gonna loosen the side here. I'm gonna push this down. Now we're good to go. These are adjusted. They're not gonna contact the blade. They're gonna sit against the fence. So we'll do one cut with these, and then we have an identical board, and I'll do the exact same cut with the push stick. So here's the other thing I really struggle with. As you're feeding with these, you have to go clear over the blade. So by the time you get back here, you're this far over the blade. And it's literally just an unnerving feeling that I don't like. And it is what it is. I know the blade is here and my hand's up here, and you know, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, but I've spent over 2 decades trying not to put my hands near that blade. And this just puts me in an awkward position, and I don't know, I guess over time, years of use, I'll get used to it and I'll probably would want to go back. But for now, it's kind of strange. So you might say to me, hey Mike, if you use one of these add-ons, you might solve one of your problems. You know, this is made to push the bottom of the board up against the fence and hold it there. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to. Every add-on you put on this thing adds more setup time and more goofing around. And honestly, I'm good enough for this. I can handle this. I think if this worked always to my satisfaction, I could use these all the time and get used to them. But I don't know. It's gonna take me a little bit longer and probably more time using these to really see if they're worth my while. I'm really surprised after 3 months I figured I'd have a clear-cut opinion. As my wife says, I'm Italian and have way too many opinions and strong ones. But on this, I don't know. So if you have useful tips and tricks or anything to say about these at all, post it in the comments and let us know what you think. Good, bad, and different. Thank you so much for watching my video. We're gonna do probably this DeWalt table saw next. I'm excited about that. Hit the subscribe button if you find some value in these tool videos, and thank you for watching.